Hello and welcome to your prenatal yoga glute class. When we become pregnant, our belly grows, our center of gravity becomes completely thrown off. Our body tries to make up for that, and sometimes we get a thing called dead butt, which is when our glutes switch off and other parts of our body start to compensate. So we want to keep those glutes turning on and active throughout the entire pregnancy, and we want to have them strong so that when it's time to push that baby out, they can help aid in that and help for a better, quicker postpartum recovery. So I want you to grab a pillow or yoga blocks if you have them, and we are going to start in a seated position, just warming our bodies up, getting it ready for movement. So take your hands on top of your thighs in a cross-legged position, and we're going to begin torso rotation. So inhaling as your chest comes forward, bring your shoulder to one side, exhale, round your back, tuck your chin, and take your shoulder to the other side. And opposite direction. Come back to center, and we'll take our feet as wide as the yoga mat and begin to windshield wiper our knees from side to side. Get them all the way down to the ground if you can. Hands are behind you. Working on that hip mobility, warming the hips and the spine up. And let's get to work. So kick your feet up off to the side, and we're going to come to a tabletop position. Go ahead and take your wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Spine is long, so head is going to be in line with the spine, gaze right in front of those fingertips. And we're keeping the sit bones slightly pointed down towards the mat here. We're going to shift our weight into the right knee. Inhale, lift the left leg off the mat, keeping that knee bent. Open the knee to the side, and then exhale, release down. Inhale, lift, open, and down. And then we're going to switch the opposite direction. So open the knee up to the side, point the toe to the ceiling, and exhale, release down. From here, we're going to go down onto our forearms. You can stay up on your hands if you want, or use the yoga blocks. And place your forearms on the yoga blocks. And we're going to inhale, lift the toe towards the ceiling. Try to keep the lower core active to protect the lower back. So you're giving baby a nice hug. Exhale, release that knee down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Keep going. By being down on our forearms, it helps keep that proper alignment in our lower back and helps us target the glutes directly. Good job. Keep breathing. We're going to lift one more time. Hold it up. And we're going to pulse up for 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Drop that knee down. Take the knees wide, toes to touch. We're going to sit back into child's pose. Stretch it out for just a second. And then on your next inhale, come all the way back up. Tabletop position. We're going to switch to the other side. So wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Shift the weight into the left knee. Inhale, right foot comes up. Keep that leg bent. Open the knee to the side and exhale, release down. Again, we're hugging baby in with our belly, trying to keep our whole body as stable as possible, minimizing this movement to the leg only. And opposite direction, so inhale, lift it open, toe goes to the ceiling, exhale, release down. And come down onto your forearms, squeeze your core. Inhale, lift the toe towards the ceiling. Exhale, knee comes back in. One more time. And then we're going to lift it back up and hold it. Pulse for 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop that knee down. Press yourself to all fours. Let your hips just rock from one side to the next. Come back to center. Again, you can use your yoga blocks and go down onto your forearms, or go down onto your forearms on the mat, or just stay on your hands if you like. Shifting your weight into your right knee again. We're going to inhale, lift that left knee off the mat, toes toward the ceiling, and then we're going to open the knee to the side. Keep breathing. One more time. Bring that knee back to center. Straighten your leg. We're going to stack our hips so that they're on top of each other. And make sure that you do go onto all fours here. So on your hands, if you're on the blocks, that's fine. Flex your left foot. Lift your left leg up as high as you can. And 10 pulses up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. I hope those glutes are fire. And more than likely, your supporting glute on the other side that wasn't doing the work is feeling it because it's trying to stabilize you. So rock those hips. Come to center, and we'll switch to the other side. So back on your forearms or staying up on your hands, whichever works best. Inhale, right foot comes up. Keep that knee bent. Exhale, open the knee to the side. Inhale to center. Exhale, open. Keep going. Let your breath guide your movement and stay connected. Don't hold your breath. And you're squeezing your core, so you're getting core stabilization here too. Last time, inhale to center. Exhale, open. Inhale to center. Straighten your legs. Come up onto your hands if you aren't already. Stack your hips on top of each other. Flex your right foot. Lift it up as high as you can. And 10. Pulse. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop that hip back. Let those knees come back. Move the blocks off the mat. We'll just sit back into one more child's pose. Let that stretch out for a second. On our next inhale, rolling back up. We're going to tuck the toes and send the hips up into down dog. Chest comes to the thighs. Feet are about hip distance or a little bit wider.
Gaze between your legs. And we're going to slowly walk the hands back to the feet. And I'm going to turn to face you. So if you have those yoga blocks, grab them. If you have a chair, you can use this too. We're going to take our hands to the yoga blocks, keeping this forward fold. Feet are about hip distance. And then shift your weight into your left foot. We're going to pick the right foot off the mat, bring it up as high as you can, and exhale, release back down. So now we're targeting the sides of the glute. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Try to keep your back straight. Lift and hold and point your toe. Little circles for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way down. Pedal it out. Shake it out if you need to. It might be a little bit easier if you're up a little bit higher on a chair or the side of the couch. We'll shift our weight to your right foot. Left foot comes up. Inhale, lift it. Exhale, lower. Now try to really focus on lifting with your glute. So you should feel that glute activate as you lift it up. Last one. Now lift and hold. Point your toe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Opposite way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. So bring that foot down. Bend your knees and roll up. Up to standing. Just shake it out. Give it a little pound if you need to. Place whatever props you have off to the side. We're just gonna do a couple more things and a really nice cool down. I promise you're doing amazing. So obviously squats are super helpful to not only build that strength within our glutes, but it builds endurance in our lower half so that we can have endurance for birth. So we're just gonna do 10 squats, and I just want you to go as low as you can. We're gonna take our time getting into these squats. So feet are gonna go a little bit wider. Just slightly turn your toes out. And then inhale, reach those arms up. We're gonna take our palms to touch overhead. Exhale, bend your knees like you're sitting down into a chair, sinking all the way down. And then when you get to your lowest point, power through your feet, push yourself all the way up. Reach those arms up overhead. Exhale, sink. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Halfway there. Seven, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. Sink all the way down. Press through your feet. Power back up. And release those hands. Oh, be proud of yourself. You're doing amazing. We're just going to step to the top of the mat. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins or thighs, flat back. And then exhale, we're going to plant our hands, step back, and drop the knees down onto the mat. Kick the feet off to the side and come to a seated position. So we are going to come down onto our backs. And we're gonna not be laying on our backs long. So go ahead and come onto your side and then roll onto your back. Getting used to doing that either because of your pregnancy or because we wanna prepare for that postpartum. That is the proper way to get down onto our backs after we have baby, whether you have a C-section or not. So palms are going to go down into the mat. How about you squeeze your shoulder blades together and puff your chest out just slightly. And then feet come a little closer to your bottom. On our inhale, we're going to press through our heels,
Push the hips to the ceiling. Knees are gonna stay hugging into center. Big toes stay grounded and connected to the mat. And then exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. Squeeze the glutes at the top. And exhale, lower. 2 more times, just like that. And this time we're gonna march it out. So on our inhale, as we lift our hips, our right knee is gonna come off the mat, driving that knee towards you, and then exhale, bring it down as your hips come down. Inhale, left knee lifts, foot comes off the mat, squeeze your glutes, and release down. Inhale, switch. Exhale, release. Keep going. And if it's too much to take the foot off the mat, just keep your feet on the mat and continue to lift and lower. Really focusing on squeezing that glute at the top and releasing down. 1 more time, each side. Drop all the way down, and we're gonna lift 1 more time, making sure that you have a block or a pillow or a couple pillows handy. So we'll lift the hips up on the inhale. You're gonna put your block or your pillow underneath your hips and let your hips just rest on top of your prop. Now we're opening up through these front hips, really releasing any tension that we might have built up throughout class today. On your next inhale, press your feet into the mat, lift your hips, and slowly lower your hips down. Roll to your side and push yourself up. We're gonna stretch it out a little bit more. Again, if you wanna have your blocks handy for this or a pillow, you can. We're gonna come to a Z sit. So the front leg is at a 90-degree angle. Your back knee comes right out from your hip, and you flex both your feet. I take the blocks in front of me, deep inhale in, and then exhale, release down. You can just take your hands to the floor or your forearms to the floor if you don't have blocks. On your next inhale, slowly push yourself up. We're gonna take that back foot, swing it around, stack it on top of our left knee. And then if you have this gap here like me, you can take the yoga block or that pillow, place it in the gap. We're just gonna take our forearms to the knees, or you can extend your arms out, but hinge forward so you really feel that stretch in the side of your glute. You worked really hard today. Those glutes are probably screaming at you right now, and that's totally okay, but it's really important to take that time to stretch it out so that you don't have really bad soreness the next day or the following day. But you can come back to this class as often as you would like, maybe once a week until that baby comes, and then switch over to the postpartum glute class once you have baby. Inhale, come all the way up, and we're gonna take the left foot behind now, right foot's coming in front, coming to that Z sit. Hands come in front of your right knee, and then if you want to exhale, release down. Inhale, come up. Left foot comes in front, stack it on top of your right knee, using whatever props you need to support you in this stretch. And just be proud of yourself for allowing your body movement today, for showing up on your mat, for doing the things that you need to make sure that your body is happy and healthy and that your baby is happy and healthy. Just take a moment and show yourself gratitude for that. And go ahead and come up, remove your prop. Thank you for joining me in class today. Namaste.